It's a great initiative by ET Health World, predominantly now with the ART bill in India. I think there is a lot of clarity and there is a lot of churn which is happening in the fertility industry. I think with this conclave, what we want to achieve is about how the industry will evolve post the ART bills in the country, and how can, as a business partners or an industry representative, what is the future for fertility in India will look like. I think all the panel discussions were highlighting to that, and I think it's an incredible event, and all the best to ET for conducting future more events like this. It's going to be great change. In India, if you look into the fertility industry, now as they say, it's AC and AD and BC. Now it is what it is. The fertility treatment before the ART bill and now post the ART bill. So there will be a lot of changes. We will see more focus on fertility treatment coming in with a lot of organized players in Indian industry. In terms of the accessibility, in terms of the reach, in terms of the affordability, I think you will see a lot of talks on fertility happening in India. More importantly, in therapeutic segments of treatments of fertility, you will see a lot of changes of artificial intelligence, latest technologies which will talk about data science and all those kind of things. And it can't be immune to it can't be immune to this, fertility can't be immune to this sector. So we are expecting a lot of changes. Like even in BSV, we just launched a product for the male factor fertility. I think that's going to be on a rise, which is there with a lot of WHO guidelines revising the parameters of male factor to a lower levels, means that there is going to be a huge focus on male fertility factor, and that's something which is going to be an excitement for the future. Along with that, a lot of technologies and a lot of management of softwares in terms of artificial intelligence, latest technologies in terms of understanding and diagnosis of the treatment. These all things will be is expected out of fertility in the coming future. So I think next 5 to 10 years would be very exciting, both sides way. One, we can see a lot of access for the patients for fertility, as well as a lot of newer technologies coming in to change the face of fertility treatment in the country. So affordability is directly dependent on the socio-economic conditions of the country, and as the country is going to have a great growth driver, I think more and more people will be able to afford the treatments. I think as many of the panelists were also saying, India is one of the cheapest priced countries for IVF without cutting any corners of the latest technology. I think that trend is going to continue with more players. The competition is always going to drive the pricing in the IVF space. But more importantly, we initiated a lot of access for microfinance. As we say, it is not only for the people who can afford, it's about people who can't afford and who have no inability to pay. So our microfinance programs, which we have passed to the lot of IVF clinics, specifically the standalone clinics, like we disposed close to 5 crores of loan over the last 1.5 years to the deserving couples who wanted to aspire the dream of parenthood, which is come somewhere close to around 400 to 500 couples. I think we made them one step closer to their goal of fertility. So that is what most of the industries will work. Of course, the insurance component will play in a bigger role coming forward with the ART law coming in. The industry getting regulated, insurance companies will now seriously look into the access of fertility. Apart from that, yes, there will be a lot of competition which will drive also the pressure of pricing. So that's why I think fertility will, the pricing and the affordability and the access will increase in fertility.